Do you all remember the We Spa incident?
Okay, it's okay for a man to go into the women's section, show his around the other women, young little girls underage. Your spa, We Spa, condone that. Is that what you're saying? Like I asked. It's so he could stay there. He could stay there. What sexual orientation? I see a. It lets me know he's a man. He's a man. He is a man. He is not no female. He is not a female. He is not a female. Hold on. He is not a female, sweetie. Okay, girls down there, other women who are highly offended for what they just saw. And you did nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, you sided with him. So We Spa is in agreement with men that just say they are a woman and they can go down there with their and get into the women's section. Is that what you're saying? What really? What law? What law?
Refund everything back.
So women can go into the men's with their.
It's our first time.
Okay.
And then this shit happened. We're not gonna come back.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't come back either.
Everything refund.
Yeah, get your money back.
Yeah, everything.
You got a man with his talking about he's a woman. He ain't no woman. Yeah, give her money back.
Are you talking about a transgender person?
There's no such thing as transgender. He has a. Okay, his penis is hanging out. Okay, no, I'm not one. Actually, I'm a woman who knows how to stand up and speak up for my right. As a woman, I have a right to feel comfortable without a man exposing himself. Okay, no, you go somewhere else. Okay, so that's right. No, he's not a transgender. He has a penis, just like you do. Are you?
So I understand.
No. Yeah. Okay, it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Okay, that's traumatizing to see that. I'm a woman. I think this is a place right here, I'm told, only for women. So how dare you sit up here and tell me I don't have a right as a woman to defend?
If it's a transgender.
I'm telling you, he has.
When that situation occurred, many people had their opinions on it, and I believe the dumbest of those were the ones who were defending a sex offender and literally protesting in support of that same sex offender.
Mom, you don't need that sign. That sign doesn't do anything for anyone. You're just hating on people for no fucking reason.
Lady, are you being violent today?
Lady, it's not. Transphobe! Transphobe! Go home! Transphobe! Go home, transphobe!
Okay, get the fuck out. Get on, Karen.
Don't resist. Let's go.
I don't mind fucking leave them. I just don't want to see their being. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Get out of here. Get your musty ass out of here, bitch.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Nobody gets the fuck out. You can walk away. Get the fuck out. I'm not leaving till I get my car. Go home, transphobe.
But one talking point that was loosely mentioned was how women feel unsafe around trans individuals because they aren't comfortable with someone with the features of a man being in a private area exclusively for women. Along with that, what about those who like to use their gender or sex as an excuse to harm those who are more vulnerable than them? And that's what I'm specifically looking to target with this video. And look, I already know some of you who are hard of hearing and have the comprehension of 3 blind rats have already called me transphobic. But what I want to do is pose a question to you like the last time I did a video like this. Should others risk being taken advantage of for someone else's comfort? The meat of this comes from an article that reads, female inmates in California sue the state for placing trans women in women's prisons, creating unsafe environments for women. A group of female inmates have filed a lawsuit naming the state of California as defendant over trans women being placed in their facilities. The group has named itself Women's Liberation Front, or WOLF, and is strongly opposed to recent California legislation which allows trans women to occupy places at women's correctional facilities throughout the state. According to Bakersfield.com, two of the plaintiffs in the lawsuit, both incarcerated women, alleged that they were sexually assaulted by inmates who identify as transgender or gender non-binary. The lawsuit said that one of the alleged assaults occurred after the law went into effect, while the other alleged assault does not specify when it occurred. In addition, many of the plaintiffs named in the lawsuit state that they have previously been victims of domestic violence, and others cite their religious beliefs being violated by California's new placement rules for prisons. However, the department is committed to providing a safe, humane, rehabilitative, and secure environment for all people in its custody. Federal and state laws impose legal obligations related to the treatment of people in custody, with specific provisions for gender non-conforming people. So far in the state of California, 291 trans women housed at male correctional facilities have applied for transfers, of which 41 have been approved. The vast majority of transfers are still pending. Alarmingly, one female inmate has been found to have gotten pregnant from one of these newly transferred inmates. My thing is, if people are voicing a problem, they should be allowed to speak on it. They shouldn't be demonized if someone feels as though, oh, you're discriminating against me or you hate me because of who I am. No, there's an isolated incident taking place and a group of women feel uncomfortable and they want something done about that. I don't see how we could sit here and hear somebody say they've been sexually assaulted and then say, oh, you're being transphobic. Oh, make sure you're using the proper pronouns. I'm not saying that's what happened here. I'm just using those as examples of what really goes on when somebody tries to mention something stupid that a transgender individual does. And I don't care how any of you feel about pronouns, sex, gender. If someone is doing bad, they should be called out. They should not be coddled. They should not be taken care of. They should be called out for the stupid thing they're doing. I don't care if you feel a certain way about their feelings or their pronouns. They did a bad, and address it. And I feel like if a group of women are going so far as to be inmates and filing a lawsuit against the state because they feel like they're not being protected against people who could potentially manipulate those laws and structures in order to harm more women, then something is a problem. I could be the one who's misogynist and transphobic and hate everybody, but how come they're pointing this out? How come they're voicing their frustrations? A couple months ago, I made the claim of you can call out anybody, believe all women unless they call out a transgender. And if this is casually ignored or a bunch of people are going to sit there and say, oh, they're all just being transphobic and all this other nonsense, then you're literally not listening to women who are voicing a problem. And maybe the solution could be make a new prison exclusively for transgenders. Make a transgender bathroom so that you don't have to run the risk of somebody going in not belonging in there and not having harm done to a regular transgender man or woman who's going in there just to piss or take a shit or do their makeup or puke or whatever people do in the bathrooms, because I don't go in public bathrooms. Whatever the solution could be, yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money. No shit. But you could have it to where you're not dealing with a bunch of people claiming that this person assaulted them, this person harmed them, this person's waving their nuts around, this person with a beard and boobs flashed themselves in front of some kid. You just have a bunch of people going in all their specific bathrooms, not bothering anybody. And maybe that's the wrong opinion. I don't know, but at least it's something, because I would rather come up with some idea than just look at a bunch of women claiming that they've been harmed or scarred by someone who claims to be transgender and just looking at them and saying that's transphobic. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Go masturbate. Go eat some pie. Go do something with your life. Goodbye.